Thanks, ladies and gents. At about 11:30 this morning, we arrested a 68-year-old man in relation to 7 incidents that occurred between February 1980 and July 1985. These incidents include 4 murders and a number of attempted murders. There will be 32 charges laid against that individual, including 4 murder charges. This arrest resulted from a tenacious, very persistent investigation that goes back to early 2012, but in reality goes back 30 years to the 1980s, involving the 7 incidents that I've mentioned that you have details of. The tenacity of the detectives involved, the professionalism and commitment that's been shown by the team led by Detective Inspector Pam Young has been outstanding, and even though it's very early in the process, I have to commend them and say I'm very proud of the work that the Unsolved Homicide team have done. And there is a message here: if you have been involved or you have information about a murder that may be historic, you need to realise the door will never be closed on a murder investigation. It will always be there, and you need to come forward if you have any information. The evidence that we've gathered includes significant new evidence, historic evidence that has been enhanced using technology that was probably not available 30 years ago, witness evidence that is historic, as well as new witnesses evidence. When you add it all up, we felt and we feel that we have a very strong case, and we'll be proceeding with the charges today, as I mentioned. I have with me, I neglected to mention, Detective Superintendent Mick Willing, the Commander of the Homicide Squad, and Acting Assistant Commissioner John Kurlatek, the Acting Commander of the State Crime Command. I'll hand over to John Kurlatek now.
Thank you, Deputy. Today is a significant day for the many victims and those who grieve those that were lost and injured all those years ago. These crimes instilled a great deal of fear, particularly for those people who worked in and around the family law courts around that time. With today's arrest, we can't forget the people that lost their lives, and I want to mention them by name because today is about them. It's about those people. Mr. Stephen Blanchard, Justice David Apes, Mrs. Pearl Watson, and Mr. Graham Wykes. There are many other people who suffered during that time and continue to suffer today and carry the scars of those crimes. We haven't forgotten about those people. This investigation will continue, we know that. There's further charges to be laid. But today is an opportunity for those who were reluctant to come forward beforehand, for whatever reason, to come forward now.